In the year 100 BCE, on the windswept hills of Rome, a child was born into a family of fading nobility. His name was Gaius Julius Caesar. Few could imagine that this single infant, born to a modest branch of the ancient Julii clan, would one day reshape the fate of the Roman world. From a young age, Caesar learned the harsh realities of Roman politics. Power belonged not only to soldiers or nobles, but to those who understood influence, alliances, wealth, and the loyalty of the people. When the dictator Sulla demanded the submission of all prominent families, Caesar refused to abandon his wife Cornelia. It was an early glimpse of his defining trait, unshakable ambition, even in the face of mortal danger. After Sulla's death, Caesar rose quickly. He served as a soldier, earning the civic crown for bravery. He studied rhetoric, mastering the art of persuasive speech, and he became a favorite among Rome's citizens, who admired the young man's charm, generosity, and vision. But Caesar wanted more than admiration. He sought a path to true power. By 60 BCE, Rome was fractured by rivalries among its most influential men. Recognizing an opportunity, Caesar forged a bold alliance with two powerful figures: Pompey the Great, Rome's celebrated general, and Marcus Licinius Crassus, the wealthiest man in the Republic. This political partnership became known as the First Triumvirate, an alliance of convenience, each man using the others to advance his own goals. With their support, Caesar secured a position that would change everything: governor of Gaul. For nearly a decade, Caesar waged campaigns across the vast territory of Gaul. His victories were stunning. Tribe after tribe fell to the relentless efficiency of his legions. He crossed rivers, stormed fortresses, and even launched expeditions into Britain, lands no Roman general had dared to tread. Through these conquests, Caesar accumulated immense wealth and, more importantly, the fierce loyalty of his soldiers. But triumph breeds suspicion. Back in Rome, the Senate, led by Caesar's former ally Pompey, feared the growing influence of the man in Gaul. They demanded he disband his army and return to Rome as a private citizen. To obey meant possible arrest. To refuse meant civil war. On a cold January night in 49 BCE, Caesar made his decision. He led his troops across the Rubicon River, uttering the immortal phrase, "Alea iacta est," the die is cast. Civil war erupted, and Caesar moved with decisive speed. He defeated Pompey's forces in Greece, pursued him to Egypt, and became entangled in the political struggles of the Ptolemaic court. There, he formed a legendary alliance with Cleopatra, helping her claim the throne. Together, they shaped a partnership that influenced two ancient empires. By 46 BCE, Caesar returned to Rome not as a fugitive, but as its unrivaled leader. He was appointed dictator, first for 10 years, then for life. Under his rule, reforms swept through the Republic. He rebuilt the calendar, reorganized debt, expanded the Senate, and initiated massive construction projects. Many saw him as a visionary. Others believed he posed a dire threat to Roman liberty. Whispers of conspiracy grew louder among the elite. They feared that Caesar's power, his popularity, and his refusal to step aside meant only one thing: the end of the Republic. On the Ides of March, 44 BCE, Caesar entered the Senate chamber. It was a day like any other, until a group of senators surrounded him. Among them were men he trusted, including Brutus, whom he regarded almost as a son. In a matter of seconds, blades flashed, and the dictator of Rome fell beneath a storm of violent blows. Julius Caesar died at the foot of Pompey's statue, one rival's shadow falling upon another. But his death did not restore the Republic. Instead, it ignited a new wave of conflict. Caesar's assassination plunged Rome into chaos, ultimately paving the way for his adopted heir, Octavian, to rise as Augustus, Rome's first emperor. And so, the legacy of Julius Caesar endures. A general, a reformer, a statesman, and a symbol of ambition unmatched. His life reshaped the Roman world. His death transformed its future. And more than 2,000 years later, the name Caesar still evokes the power, brilliance, and complexity of a man who forever changed history.